Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Go, Jeff.
We're live.
That's a scary thought.
Yep.
But we've been working on this for 2 hours to get us to this point to go live.
And we are perfect. Everything is in order.
Oh, Lord. Don't say that because
That's when everything
it's
falls
not.
apart.
Yeah,
We're recording. We're going live. We got a great signal. Quality signal is good.
Celebrating 10 years of award-winning car talk, it's the In Wheel Time Car Show. Just ahead, we talk to the local SCCA bigwig, Richard Tomlin. Our friend John Cramen talks about another Mecum auction, this time at the Chattanooga Motor Car Festival.
Cool.
Mr. Mars gives us a review of the Kia K5, and no, it's not a dog.
What?
Plus, we'll have today's news headlines, all that and more just ahead on today's live In Wheel Time Car Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, the fabulous King Conrad DeLong. We need more, Jeff Zekin.
We do.
I'm Don Armstrong. Glad that you could join us on this Saturday. Kind of a gloomy Saturday here in the Houston, Texas area for where we're broadcasting in the fabulous
Studio A.
Studio A. Was that you?
No, that was Mars.
What?
He just threw you under the bus.
I saw that.
Wow.
So at any rate, thank you for joining us today. You know, it still feels like it's dark outside.
Yeah, it was when I
it
went out
is.
earlier.
Yeah, it's rather gloomy, and we're supposed to have another batch of rain coming through.
Well, I went through. I turned off the lights in the dressing room, so.
Well, I'll tell you, that rain yesterday was exciting.
Was it?
Oh, gosh. Well, where I was up on the north side, it came down, like cats and dogs. It was,
Wow.
And then big old, the scary thing is when the bolt of lightning and the thunder happen at the same time, usually I want the thunder to be a couple of moments behind. No, it crack and bam, and oh my gosh. It
You
was
didn't
all
have trees
together.
come down in the house or anything, did
No,
you?
no. I was at work, but then the power went out.
Oh, wow.
There's that.
That's terrible.
Well, at any rate, we've got a great show lined up for you today, and we hope that you'll join us. It's a 3-hour program, and we start with hour 1, and this happens to be it. And we also start with our guest of the morning. His name is Richard Tomlin. He's a big shot with the SCCA local group and also owner of the Apex Auto Works down. Where are you, Richard?
We're down in Alvin, Texas.
Alvin, Texas. So you can look that up on your Google Maps
You know,
and
you
find
said
out
he was
exactly
a
where
big
that
wig.
is.
I don't think he's wearing a wig. That's his hair.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, at any rate, it's good to see you. Good to have you with us. And thank you for taking the time this morning. We understand that you're a busy man. You got lots of things going on down there in the Alvin shop. And why don't you share with everybody the things that you do have going on today?
Well, we've got a couple of big builds going on, but everything from old muscle cars to modern machines, all the way up to the GTR type stuff. Back to 69 Boss 302 right now. So paint, body, roll cages, suspension is kind of what we do car-wise work here. But all that is to facilitate our racing habits, which, this weekend is the runoffs, SCCA runoffs at Indy. We've got 672 people that showed up to Indianapolis to go race.
Wow.
In 26 different classes across the SCCA spectrum. So today is the last day of day 3. Of our people racing up there. So Indy is a very historic track. It was really cool to get a lot of our regional members on track there. We had 29 people from the Houston region that went up there to compete. One that got a pole award in B-Spec.
Oh, wow.
So he ended up getting second. Race finished under yellow, so no chance for that last lap maneuver. But Indianapolis is just always a cool place to go race and play.
When I think of Indianapolis, for some reason, my mind always goes to USAC. And all of the racing that went around, and I assume that USAC was headquartered there in Indianapolis for decades. Does it even exist anymore?
Yeah, it's still around.
It is, okay. Do they
It's still around.
sanction races, anything with SCCA or anything like that?
Not with SCCA. SCCA is its own sanction. So when we go to events like Indy, we basically rent the facility from them, and then run it under our sanction of the SCCA.
I got you. And USAC, I believe, was mainly oval courses, if I'm not mistaken.
And I don't know if it was all dirt. I think there might have been asphalt and dirt within it. Because there was
mainly oval and sprints.
Right.
Yeah.
What they would do.
And didn't USAC at one point do the Indy cars way back in the 60s and 70s?
50s and 60s.
50s
I
and
think.
60s?
Yeah.
Or at least drive.
Yeah.
But that's where you sit in the entrance to turn one and get dirt clods thrown on you at the dirt track.
Yes.
Well, you did.
Well, that's why I sat in the entrance to turn one, was to get them to fling dirt on me.
And then the race started.
And then the race started. there is that. Richard, I don't know why, but your microphone is not working well. Say something to us.
Okay. Is that any better?
There you go.
Yeah,
Yes,
there
it
you
is.
go.
Okay.
I'll just get closer. This helps.
Well, that always helps.
So any of the cars out of your, I'll call your stable, the people that you manage the cars for up at Indy?
Yeah, we had about 11 of the 29 cars came from Apex.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It's fantastic.
Our most successful one, of course, is B-Spec. I mean, we had 9 cars in that field, but we had Kara. She's part of our hands-on driving academy, military veteran who lost use of her legs. In the last 300 days, we got her SCCA license, got her in a car. Granted, she had plenty of skill before this, but we got her in a car and taught her how to drive. She qualified 59th out of 61 cars, but moved up to 49th overall, so a 10-position change in a race.
That's great.
We'll take that, especially on a national level.
Oh, yeah,
So that's
for
our
sure.
first success story, in my opinion, coming from the Hands-On Driving Academy.
Okay, so on top of what you do there 7 days a week, it seems, you have a full plate today of what you got going on. You were sharing that with us before we went on the air this morning. Give us some insight for everybody that wasn't listening.
So today I've got 2 customers picking up cars. One is for a sistering sanctioning body called NASA, which is another road race series. There's some people that got pissed off at SCCA and left and started their own party, which is fine. But we do work for them, and I've got one of those cars being picked up. We've got another Spec Miata being picked up. We have a car that we're painting today. This is just going to be a bunch of us friends getting together, painting a car for the Lemons race. It's coming up middle November, November 14th, $500 crap can race. Anybody that needs help or assistance with that, get with us. It's truly not a $500 car ever, but that's the spoof that we go under. But you
The
show up and
ruse.
race the car.
The ruse. So he's painting it. So, hey, hold my beer. Give me that
I was
paint.
going to say that. He said
Paint
his
it.
friends were coming over to paint.
Well, I was going to say the first thing that came to mind when he said that was liquor is going to be
Alcohol.
involved here.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe some, but the car still got to look good when we're done.
His
So
painter's name's Johnny Walker.
Liquor and barbecue.
Yeah, liquor.
Yeah, and
and
this one goes for a different charity that we work with too, which is Can Care. So for cancer care victims. So I'll have 2 of them here assisting me today, myself, and then another driver. So there'll be 4 of us working on the car. We'll get it done pretty quick. Once we're done with that, then we'll turn around. We'll head to MSR today. Radical is at MSR doing testing in the SR10. They call it demo rides. You can pay $500 and go drive one for a 20-minute session.
Wow.
But cars are very, very quick. You need an SCCA comp license to be able to go play. The real deal cars, hop on Google later and pull up Radical Cup, and it'll show you some in-car footage on those. Give you an idea, they're running 120s around Road Atlanta. So not the slowest vehicles out there for sure.
that's under the category of double Ds, I believe, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not slow.
You had mentioned that you put roll bars in and for the racing.
What, Mars?
What?
What?
I'm changing the subject here.
Yeah, I'm going with Jeff.
Okay.
Need more, Jeff, please.
What's the average cost of a roll bar for a vehicle? Obviously, you base it on size. A Miata is different than, say, a full-size
It
car.
varies greatly. The easy way to describe it is Lemons is probably the most basic roll cage we put in, and they'll start about $2,750, and they go up from there depending on how many options, how safe you want to be, which sounds really bad to say. Doesn't everybody want to be fully safe? Well, not all budgets allow that. There have been cages that have come through that are $12,000, $13,000 for a roll cage.
Yeah.
So what's the minimum requirement at Lemons? Four or 6 points?
Your minimum requirement is technically a 6, but we don't even do a 6. Our minimum is an 8, which you would know as the kicker bars up front. So the A-pillar gets extended to the front firewall.
Okay.
Does
Okay.
that include the belt and the belts are 4.5
belts
points?
that after you've got a seat in the car, but yeah, I mean that's all stuff that we do here in house.
So when we say 4.6.8 point a dollar, no, I'm sorry, that's something else. That's how many mounting points there are inside of the vehicle to the chassis.
You get pages you could have here for like 6 hours because that's why I created a podcast, because there was just so much to talk about in the way cages are built or basic engineering principles are not adhered to.
So you do all the cage construction there. You've got the benders and the radio.
Benders, not. We've got it all here.
Wow.
We're now 12 and a half, 13 years into building cages, 21 years of racing. We started building our own stuff just because we were tired of waiting on others. It just took too long. So we started building them in-house, and it's evolved from there.
So, and I know that you are a safety inspector at an assortment of venues, one of them being Pikes Peak. Does your experience building cages make you a better safety inspector? Is there a connection there?
I don't know if it's better. It makes me more critical for sure. I will say it's given me an opportunity to teach many, many other people some of the basic principles that I believe everybody should adhere to, thereby improving the quality of safety we're delivering to people when they're racing.
But that's just not on. That's not on roll cages. That's on everything.
Oh yeah. But roll cages, I think
from seat belts to the way they're actually installed to steering wheel releases, to companies that are just making a product and putting a label on it, and selling it, and it's not actually tested, doesn't have the correct SFI or FIA tags on it.
And then your vision of the various welding skills people bring to the table. Do you sometimes laugh out loud, or do you just kind of quietly?
We all know a welder. Every one of us knows a welder.
And
so
you can tell a good welder because it looks like jewelry.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for those of you that have ever been paint and body, there's painters and there's buffers. There's welders and there's grinders. Are you a welder? Or are you? And that's the story we play with all of our guys.
Yeah, let me grind the ugly stuff off so it looks like a normal weld.
Well, you gotta something.
When it comes to buffing, I know all about that because I've ruined many a factory paint job with my skills in buffing. I can promise you that.
I thought you were putting stripes on it.
I was. That's right. Stripes, called basic
metal
primer.
Yeah.
Edge stripes.
Yeah, edge stripes.
Edge buffer.
You guys were talking about the weather today. It actually caused us to reschedule our rookie school. So our rookie school was going to be today up at HPA, Houston Police Academy. It has been moved back to the 31st. I mentioned that because I think there's 6 openings still in that class. It's really good for teenage drivers or young, even 21, 22-year-old drivers, just to pick up some basic car control skills.
And where?
Head over to HOUSCCA.com and sign up for that if you're interested.
That's Houston Police Academy. That's up there by Intercontinental Airport. As a matter of fact, I wanted to mention the fact that I had a chance to fly over that facility here a couple of weeks ago. And, I've really never paid too much attention to it. It's actually pretty well done, and it's not new. It's old, but it's pretty much is a great big, huge skid pad that's coned off. And you cone it off the way that you want it to cone off, depending on what skill you're trying to teach.
Right.
And it's big. And so I was pretty impressed with it. What do you think, Richard?
It's good. I think one of the things I'd like to use that we don't get to use is the traffic light control at the center. They run a little road course on it. It's basically a figure 8 with a road course to the left-hand side. One of the figure 8s makes up a skid pad. Then they've got a large concrete pad out front that we use to play on as well. It's a good facility. It's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we use.
And it gets rented out by lots of different clubs. I know BMW, Corvette, all the different clubs seem to get a weekend every now and then. I don't know how often
it just came back
available.
online about a month ago. So this will be our first time back since COVID hit to get back to HPA. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. It is. It's pretty impressive when you look down upon it from the air.
Well, and if you follow us on Facebook, I made a post this week about Rankin Road. It's just down the street from the old Rankin Road drag strip.
What do you? I don't know what you're speaking of.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think the statute of limitations has expired by now.
We do have an autocross there tomorrow at HPA as well. So anybody that's not signed up for that yet, you'll pay a penalty. But if you want to get out and play with your car tomorrow at HPA, that's an option. Next weekend, we've got a hands-on driving academy event that will be a gimmick rally running from Kima to West Columbia. And that'll be rally, so it'll be $40 donated to them, and then we'll get to the meadery and have some samples, all in moderation, of course. A couple food trucks out there, raffle and prizes.
Where is that?
Come out. We'll be starting at Kima, and then we will run down to West Columbia to Black's Meadery.
Black's
Meadery. I've never heard of that, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
Mead is a wonderful, wonderful beverage.
Mead.
I thought it was MEAT. I didn't realize.
See, there you go. You're hungry.
So it's Black's Mead?
Black's Meadery.
Meadery. Yeah.
So
Yep.
It's not a
You can just,
winery. It's not a brewery. It's a meadery.
You ever had mead?
Yeah, probably, but I don't remember.
In the 70s.
Well, I go to the Renaissance
Yeah, there's a
Festival and
reason
get
for that. Yeah.
Yeah. I passed out when I had it in the 70s.
Did you? I'm sure you did. I passed out at pretty much anything that looked at me. I'm going, I'll have 1 or 10 of those.
Yeah.
So are you getting hourly updates on your crew that's up at Indy? They kind of text you to let you know what's going on?
Watching, and we've got another session. Our next driver's at 11, which is a man by the name of Justin Oakes. He'll be in the GT1 Corvette, going around. He qualified 3rd, had the pole till the last session, but he's got the car to be up front, so it'll be a good race.
So you're watching, do they do it pay-per-view or just you got to know where to go?
No, it's live stream.
Okay.
Live stream at SCCA.com. They record them, and then they'll come out about a month later on NBC, ABC, whoever picks it up.
Okay. Yeah,
Cool.
I had seen, and I want to say it was Motor Trend, had done a Pikes Peak piece about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but that was a
I think it
rerun
was
of the one before, right?
From
Exactly.
2020, or because they were real limited, the number of people that were there.
Lots of opportunities to go play.
Yep.
And
very
you
good.
get to play at all the fun places.
Yeah, or organize.
Do you actually play, or you one of the guys that's in charge and working?
Recently, it's more working than play for sure, but I'm still trying to get my car back together. I keep going, well, we could do this, and then we could do this. And I've got bigger eyes than my stomach, and right now we're getting individual throttle bodies installed on my 427 cubic inch LS for my Miata. So
What is that behind you?
Another Miata. This is Dale from Cancer Survivor Group.
Yeah.
But that's installing cameras, a piece called a Garmin, which new technology and data allows them to talk to you in your ear through Bluetooth, telling you how to go faster while you're actually driving laps.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
While
So
they
it's
while they watch you on a camera that's mounted in the car, and they're not anywhere close.
Oh, it's all that
spotter.
artificial intelligence type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
You've been through that corner at 1.2 Gs before. This time you're only doing 1 G. So it's going to tell you to take a tighter apex or apply more gas.
Just through artificial intelligence, will it make the trying to get you to adjust your braking points and your release points as well?
Absolutely.
How cool
Basically, it
is
makes
that?
the theoretical best lap. And if you're truly listening to it in the ears, we've seen people pick up 2 seconds at MSR in a day.
Oh my God, that's huge.
Yeah, that's
Yes. Big change for the sport.
And you said Garmin as in the GPS company.
Yeah, as in the GPS company. They came out with it almost a year ago. It's still about $900, but worth every penny if you're a racer because of the amount of tires you will spend trying to pick up that speed. Just there's no other way to pick up 2 seconds, even with coaches in your ear. It's not as effective as what they're doing.
Wow.
And do they just do basically the GPS, or they know exactly what track you're on, or
They've got most all tracks are there. Everything that I've been to in Texas is all set up. If it's not a track that's been set up, they go straight by GPS, and it puts it into the system after the first person has been to that track.
How cool is that?
Wow, very nice. Well, Richard,
It's
it's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I know that you're a busy guy, and we hope that you'll continue to stay busy because you do all the fun stuff down there. And one of these days, we're going to come down there and do a show from there.
That'd be good.
Okay, we're going to do it just to do it because we want to be immersed in your world down there.
It'd be good to be fun for a day. Promise.
Yeah, it will. We'll come down there and ruin your shop for at least 6 hours. So
Maybe a little
We'll be okay
alcohol
with that.
involved.
and then probably afterwards there'll be
Yeah.
alcohol involved. Richard, it's great talking to you and good seeing you. Best of luck to you, man, and hopefully we'll talk to you again before the end of the year.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Richard Tomlin. Jeff's got the controller there, so we need to. Oh, you.
There we go. We got
I
it.
gotcha,
You
I
got it.
gotcha.
You got
All
it.
right.
You got it.
All right, very nice. Well, I'm glad that the camera is on me because right now we're going to get the events calendar from Conrad, and he has that.
Okay.
I did.
So, again, listening to Richard, there's quite a bit of SCCA stuff going on. Tonight, Nifty 50s on Grogan's Mill, the Kima car meet. Zhushka at 9 p.m. to 11 a.m.
What is that?
It's a car meet.
9 p.m. to 11 a.m.
Well, to 12 a.m., excuse me. So that's tonight. It starts late and,
Oh,
and
okay.
runs late. And that is at 6055 Broadway in Pearland. So I don't find a lot of meets in Pearland, so I thought that would be pretty good. And then tomorrow is the Woodlands Cars and Coffee for a Cause as well, and that's 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then the Lamborghini Festival is downtown at Discovery Green, and again, that starts early in the morning. And then Cars, Coffee, and Donuts at the Whitehall Cafe in Navasota, Texas. So, lots of different places in town, north, south, east, west. Then next weekend on Saturday is the People's Choice Car Show. And that's going to be at Otto's Barbecue from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that's hosted by the Gulf Coast Oldsmobile Car Club. And no, I won't be there with the rally. I'll be here.
We're not even speaking of the rally any longer because we don't care.
And then also on the 9th is the New Caney High School, the Auto Tech Car Show and Fundraiser. And that's our friend Jonathan Couch is doing a car show. And that's going to be from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the New Caney High School parking lot. A $15 entry fee, which is actually a pretty cheap entry fee for a car show. And they will have custom-made trophies that his students in the welding department made.
Oh, that's cool.
Can I just tell you that every year that we go to Woody's Waterfront Car Show, I am more and more impressed. The quality of the cars that show up for that show is unparalleled.
I agree.
And I was actually kind of worried, thinking, oh my gosh, there's not going to be any cars here. I mean, it got to be 9 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock they started rolling in, and 11 o'clock it was almost full, and by noon you couldn't find a parking place if you're going to show your car.
There was a solid 250 plus cars.
Dude,
It's a little ways down there, so I think they just got a little bit of a late start.
Well,
to
not
get down
only
there.
not only the entries, but the folks that parked that weren't entered. I mean, just the regular participants that walking through with the kids and the family.
Yeah, the
just to go see
attendees.
it, the attendees.
But
That was
the
massive
quality of the cars, and it amazes me that every year there seems to be different cars. It's not the same group of folks all the time with the same cars. Or like the one guy, we saw him unload 3 of his cars and bring them in separate trailers.
Oh, we actually interviewed him.
We interviewed him.
Yep.
And for those that didn't see the show, got to
Shame on them.
explain. We got to kind of explain it. So.
Well, we'll see him next year.
Well, the other thing is Woody brings in the, ISCA judges? Because the judges there, like Jackie Hansen and that whole crew of judges, are the same judges that are at Autorama.
I did not know that.
I did not know
but
that
that doesn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, yeah, Woody's.
And I can't imagine that Jackie Hansen would award himself.
No, he wouldn't have.
The hands-down winner of the thing.
He would have nothing to do with that.
Right.
But did you look at his Nova?
Oh, my gosh. And you know that it was wrecked.
He hit a deer a couple of months ago.
Oh, it's more than that. But, yes, and he spent quite a bit of time and basically redid the entire car when he didn't have to do the entire car, but he redid the whole car.
Yeah, but it just gives him a reason to redo the whole car.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it tore it up pretty good. He was on the way to Tailpipes and Tacos, smacked the deer, got there late, but he came on anyway, and really buggered up the front of his
Really,
vehicle.
it truly did. All right, time now for this hour's car review. Mr. Mars has a look at the Kia K5. I know that there's some sort of reason that they named the car the K5.
Because K4 was taken.
And so was
yeah,
K9.
K9
was taken,
yeah,
so they
yeah.
named it K5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I really don't know why they did that. But now this is the it's an all new vehicle, and it's actually replacing the Kia Optima. I didn't know that until I started doing the research. And it actually comes in 5 trim levels. The LX is the baseline all the way up to the GT. So we had.
Could you move your microphone, because whatever it is that you've done there, it's too close to your mouth and it sounds terrible.
How about that?
That's better. Thanks.
Much better.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love
Okay. I'm not going to start over though.
It was from an Optima
Yes.
in place of the Optima.
It replaces the Optima as the mid-size family sedan offering from Kia. So it's got some new styling to it. It's got a new engine and tranny combination that's available. So it's all new, so they put a new name on it altogether instead of just redoing the Optima. So it's a little more sporty. It's got a little more aggressive styling. It's kind of gotten that fastback look that a lot of them in that category have gone to.
Good-looking
but it's
car.
not really a fastback or a hatchback, if you will. And I do like the way it looks. So up front, you're going to find the LED projection headlights with the automatic on and off, LED fog lights, the rear lights, everything's LED on it. Got a panoramic sunroof with a power sunshade in it, which is nice to have if you're going to open it up and try and get out into it. Because we were in the GT, we had the optional 19-inch sport alloy wheels. And again, I really like the overall styling on this vehicle. If you go into the interior, again, because of the sportiness of the GT, we had the power front bucket seats. They were heated and ventilated. We had a 10.25-inch touch screen in the middle of it where you're going to find your nav and all your entertainment and your convenience controls and things like that. And it's got a nice control layout. I didn't have to start hunting. It was pretty intuitive when you looked at it and say, okay, this is where the button is for this, and this works, this works. Didn't have to really do a lot of research in this vehicle. Got a lot of multimedia ports, charging ports. I really like the wireless charging system on this because right there in this picture here, you can see in front of the console lid, there's a slot where you slide it down in vertically. A lot of them are up there all the way to the front. It tucks up underneath, and you throw it down, your phone down in there to get to the pad.
It lays down in there.
Yeah, and you can't. You got to reach for it and dig for it. This is right there. It's very convenient. It holds it. It doesn't slide around. I really like the way they did that on that. We also had the Bose premium audio system in this vehicle. Now we get up here under the hood. Again, very sporty. It comes with a 1.6-liter turbo as the standard engine, but we had the 2.5 turbo, 290 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque with an 8-speed dual-clutch tranny. I would have liked to have had a little more juice in this, but it's got more than adequate power. It'll do anything you want it to do. EPA says you should get about 24 in the city, 32 out on the highway, 27. I got 26.5 across 305 miles. So I didn't push it around a lot because this is a very easy-to-drive vehicle. You don't really you feel like you're driving a sporty car, but you don't feel like the performance isn't there to make you want to go out there and blast around the corners. Yeah, does have paddle shifters, so it gives you that nice performance drive feel, but it's very quiet on the inside. The acoustic windshield really helps contribute to that. It's front-wheel drive. You can get optional all-wheel drive, but we had that the front-wheel drive. Now, if you're comparing it, you're going to look at maybe something like the Toyota Camry that starts at $25,045. The Nissan Altima starts at $25,550. The Honda Accord starts at $24,970. The base Kia K5, you can get for $23,590. So it's right there with all the competitors as far as the starting price goes. The K5 GT base that we were driving is $30,490.
Not that bad.
And the MSRP, as tested by the time you plug in a couple of extras, $35,705, which is, again, in range with the top of the other three that we had listed as a category. Very nice driving car.
Stylish looking.
I like
Yes.
the flat bottom steering wheel, the flat steering wheel on the
Again,
bottom.
part
I
of
like
that performance
Yeah,
package,
I like
yeah.
that.
And, again, it's going to be a very good replacement for the Optima. It really is.
Hey, the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available from your favorite podcast provider. In Wheel Time Car Show continues right after this quick break.
When you're ready to shop Chevrolet, we know one that should be at the top of your list. Bayway. Locally owned by Houston-born and raised Daryl Wisniewski, Bayway brings a sense of family to your Chevrolet buying experience. When you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, you now have a place to go. General Manager Lincoln Stahl guarantees Bayway will beat any competitor's written price on the new vehicle you choose or pay you $1,000. Bayway Chevrolet is located only 8 minutes from the Beltway and Highway 288. Whether it's online or in person, you'll be welcomed like one of the family. BaywayChevrolet.com. Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier monthly car cruise-in, returns Saturday morning, October 16th to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. Tailpipes and Tacos is free and you're invited. Collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods will all be on display. Lupi founder, car collector, and drag racer Stan Holt brings you the coolest Saturday morning cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos. Car show season's just around the corner and time to stretch your car's legs in a fun family event. There'll be plenty of fabulous, fresh, made-to-order Lupi tortilla tacos, hot coffee, and adult beverages, too. This is Houston's coolest cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard just south of I-10, and on the Southwest Freeway in Kirby inside the Loop. Get your ride ready and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in, October 16th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there too. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Gulf Coast Auto Shield has moved to a more convenient location. Now you can visit John Gray and his staff of dedicated professionals at their new shop on the South Sam Houston Parkway between Belford and Airport in Southwest Houston. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is the best at paint correction and ceramic coatings. Clear bras and custom wraps are specialties that only Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs with award-winning accuracy, and all their services come with a warranty. Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Porsche, and Ferrari owners depend on Gulf Coast Auto Shield for their specialty services, and you should too. The In-Wheel Time Corvette and Cutlass have both been massaged by Gulf Coast Auto Shield, so isn't it time your vehicle visit their new shop in Southwest Houston? Call John Gray today at 832-930-5655 or visit online at gcautoshield.com. That's gcautoshield.com. Paint, coatings, wraps, and more at gcautoshield.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.